Hello everybody, and welcome to a truly mental Let's Play. This will blow your mind. A Double Fine production, Psychonauts. A Let's Play with me, OXFoo. I could have just started, I guess, with the opening, but this is just a fantastic start screen, so I figured I might as well start here. So let's get started. Start a new game. There we go. Hatch a brand new egg.
The human mind. 600 miles of synaptic fiber, 5.5 ounces of cranial fluid, 1,500 grams of complex neural matter, a 3-pound pile of dreams. But I'll tell you what it really is. It is the ultimate battlefield and the ultimate weapon. The wars of this modern age, the psychic age, are all fought somewhere between these damp, curvaceous undulations. From this day forward, you are all psychic soldiers, paranormal paratroopers, mental marines who are about to ship out on the adventure of their lives. This is our beachhead, and this is your landing craft. You shall engage the enemy in his own mentality. You shall chase his dreams. You shall fight his demons. You shall live his nightmares. And those of you who fight well, you will find yourselves on the path to becoming international secret agents. In other words, Psychonauts. The rest of you will die.
Oh, Maury.
Children, you are not going to die.
Well, if you're not a psychonaut, then you might as well be dead.
They told me this was a summer camp.
Ah, Dogan. Don't worry about old Coach Oleander. I've been coming here for years, and trust me, nothing ever happens.
Yeah, Dogan, Lily's right. You don't got nothing to worry about. Except for that giant monster in the lake I was telling you about.
Bobby Zilch, I told you to stop scaring people with that ridiculous old legend. I don't want the kids to be afraid to go out at night and walk alone on the perfectly safe paths of Whispering Rock Psychic Summer Camp. And we don't want to scare our special guests, superstar psychonauts Sasha 9 and Mia Vodello.
Whoa! Light monster!
Don't mind me, just dropping in.
It's resisting. Quick, bring it over here.
What is it?
It's just a little boy. What's your name, darling?
I'll find out. Kid, get in! Ugh.
My name
Starts with a D.
is Rasputin. But everybody calls me Raz.
Please don't kill us, lake monster!
Compelling.
Armored like a tank.
Sorry I'm late. I don't want to disrupt your briefing, Agent Oleander. Agents 9, Vodello, please, continue.
Where do you think you're going?
You've broken into a highly classified remote government training facility.
I know, isn't it great? Listen, why don't I just sit over here quietly with my fellow psychedets? Hey, how's it going? I like your hat.
We need to have this young man taken from here immediately.
I'll call his parents.
What? But don't you train psychonauts here?
Yes, darling, but...
To soar across the astral plane. To wage psychic warfare against the enemies of free thought.
That is what I wrote on the front of the pamphlet.
Those words are why I'm here, Coach Oleander. Do you remember what you wrote on the inside of that pamphlet? You were born with a special gift. But the people around you treat it like a curse. Your mother is afraid of you. And your father looks at you with shame in his eyes. Come to Whispering Rock Psychic Summer Camp, and you can show them all. Back home, your powers make you a loner, an outcast, a circus freak. But in this dojo, in this psychic dojo, they make you a hero.
Get that soldier a bunk.
Now,
Here we go,
darling,
guys.
You can stay here for a few days until your parents come for you, but we can't let you participate in any paranormal training without your parents' consent. I'm sorry.
Wowie. You're so lucky. You get to go home soon.
Home? Back there, I was just like you were, Dogen. Punished by my own family for having powers I never asked for. But here, I have a chance to be something. To make a difference. They may come for me, Dogen. But they'll be looking for Raz, the boy. What they're going to find, what they don't expect, is Raz, the Psychonaut.
And then you'll make their heads explode?
No. Do you do that?
No. Well, once kinda. But now I wear this special hat. Wanna try it on?
No.
But he has mental defenses like I've never seen in someone so young. If I could just get him in my lab for some experiments, I'm sure he could withstand more than the others.
That kid's 1 in a million, Nine. But I'm not gonna let you turn him into one of your guinea pigs. I've got big plans for that mind.
And so we begin our foray into the so we begin our adventure and our quest to become a Psychonaut. So anyway, I really like this profile choose stage because, I mean, it keeps with the camp aesthetic. Instead of just having a menu, you have bunks. So I'll be choosing the second bunk because the first one's, well, my practice file. Yeah, Raz is fine. Why not? It's his name, after all. Now, for most of the cutscenes, because I'm not going to have subtitles on, I will just shut up.
All right, settle down in here. Big day tomorrow. I want to see each and every one of you runts in my classroom at 0600 hours on the dot. I'm the early bird, and you're the worms. Got it? Now, lights out!
I love the little cork on top of his helmet. Could poke an eye out with that. Oh, hello.
Okay, quick eye exam before we start. Huh? Look over that way, if you will.
Okay.
Wow, what's that?
Oh, that's a Psi challenge marker. The staff scatters these all over the camp to test the students. Every one of these you find advances you a whole rank.
Uh-huh.
Now look up for me, if you will.
I want to get the side challenge marker, though.
Up there! Some of the old markers have fallen apart. You'll find bits of them flapping around loose. If you find enough of these Psi cards, you can put them together to make a brand new challenge marker. But you have to buy a Psi core at the camp store to hold them together. Keep ranking up, and before you know it, you'll be able to use brand new psychic powers. Stuff you didn't even know you could do.
And then when do I become a Psychonaut? Because I have to do that before my dad shows up to take me home. Hey, where'd he go? That guy looks so familiar.
So yeah, basically that's how we're going to be tracking our levels, per se, and how we get extra upgrades.
Hey, Raz! Hurry
Basic braining is the best class ever! Woohoo!
Alright. Get familiar with the controls. Alright, so we could just go to basic braining first, but you know what? Let's explore a little bit. Now first of all, I do want to make this clear. This is an amazing game that is available on Steam, and if you've never played it before, you should probably play it. You should probably get it and play it before watching this Let's Play, because this game is so fantastic you won't want to spoil it for yourself. But if you decide to, hey, go ahead. Anyway, let's see what these guys are up to.
You're dating Elka now. Does that mean we won't hang out as much?
Shoot, I reckon things ain't gonna change one bit. Doggone it, partner. No woman's never gonna...
Hey, you're gonna make my boyfriend late for class. Come on, James. Come on.
Now, a lot of what my commentary is going to be during the cutscenes is just me giggling. Just because this is a very cleverly written video game. Aha! Found our first Psy card. Yeah, and we'll need to get the Psy core from the camp. Now, what you can also find are these little psychic arrowheads, which essentially are the currency of the camp, and what we're going to need to use in order to, well, in order to buy those Psy cores and other goodies. Oh, yep, there we go. I knew there was another one up here. Well, there's more than just another one, but... Same thing here. We can, because Raz... Oh wait, I don't want to spoil that yet. Raz is basically very acrobatic, so that's where we get a lot of this aptitude for climbing and such, so... Well, we'll find out more about that later. I really like the way this first area works out, because, I mean, nobody wants to just go ahead and go to Oleander's basic braining right away. Everybody wants to explore for just a little bit, and I find it's a great way to build a tutorial, even though it's not really a tutorial. But it is, because a lot of these places, they're just like, oh, do this to do this, and we'll be using most of these things throughout the entire game. The one exception, I'll tell you guys in a second. There we go.
Looks like it's completely frozen in a big block of ice.
Aha! So we'll have to remember this, because that'll come come to importance later. There we go. Also, I'm going to forget that we can do this, that we can climb on walls like these. So I'm going to need you guys to remember, because there is one point in this game that I always get stuck, and it's because I forget about that. But I'm thinking way too far ahead. Now, the reason I'm only starting this project now is because 3 weeks ago, this game came out on Steam. Well, no, this game's been out on Steam for quite a while. This game became part of the Humble Indie Bundle, which...
any sentient being in the galaxy Polarisma Australis.
Okay. This became released as part of the Humble Indie Bundle a few weeks back, which, if you've never heard of it, you should check it out, because it's fantastic and goes to charity to help kids that are hospitalized. But, not laughing at kids kids being hospitalized. That would be terrible. No, I'm just laughing because I don't know what else to do. Anyway, so I did end up getting this game around 3 weeks ago or more. It's just that I wanted to make sure before I did a Let's Play of this that I would be interested enough to play it, because the first time I played this game was quite a few years back. I think it was like a couple of years after it had come out. My friend had it. Aha! So there we go, our first rank up to level 2. We get a new Psy power at level 10. I wonder what that'll be. But no, I had a friend who had the game, and I borrowed it from him for a while. I've never actually beaten this game, because it gets really, really difficult later on. And this is one of those games which I just can't help but rage and quit and rage quat. Anyway, let's talk to Dogen in a second. After class, of course. And I enjoyed the game, don't get me wrong, it's just I wasn't sure how much I enjoyed it. Because I wasn't used to looking at video games critically for their story or anything like that, but now I'm getting more used to that, and now I can see just how genius this is.
I'm telling you for the last time, no. I would never do that. I could never kill everyone. Oh, hi, Raz.
Squirrel trouble?
They're liars is all. Whatever they tell you, it's a lie.
I'll take your word for it. You going to class?
Yeah, I'll meet you up there. As soon as I get these guys to shut up.
No, we'll see you up at class then, Dogen. Wait, where'd the squirrels go? Huh. Oh my god! But if you haven't noticed also, it's just fantastic.
That's got to be the worst band name I have ever heard in the history of all time, ever.
Let's find out what they're talking about.
The Whispering Rockers.
Oh, what?
That's my band name idea. Why aren't you guys in Coach Oleander's class?
Are you kidding? A kid got killed in that class last year.
I heard it was a bunch of kids, Phoebe.
Well, I heard it was a bunch of blind kids, and the coach threw them off a cliff.
Yeah, because they were late for class.
You'd better hurry, kid. Now, where were we, Quinn? No, I meant worse, as in I can't even believe we're friends, it's so bad.
But anyway, if you haven't noticed yet, I'm just fascinated also by the voice actors that they got to do this, because the person who does the voice for Rasputin is Richard Horvitz, who most of you will recognize as the voice for Invader Zim, but he also did other voices. I think it was Daggett from the Angry Beavers that he did. I'm not sure. I never really was I never really knew that show that well, but
You know that cabin is empty, right?
Duh. I'm practicing for tonight, when
Oh,
it's gonna
my.
be full of ladies.
That kind of thing takes practice.
Excuse me, but my parents let me watch R-rated movies, so I think I know a little bit more about this than you do, okay?
yeah, man, I'm a player.
Fire starters.
Alright, is there anybody else that we want to talk to before we get going to basic braining? I love that name. I love most of the puns in this game. We're just scratching the surface now. Oh, hello. Who are you?
You, new boy. Seen bear lurking in woods?
Nope.
Positive. Giant, hairless bear?
Nope.
In Russia, bears much smaller. Also more hair. Less lurking. Always eager to wrestle. This one, hide and run.
I'll let you know if I see anything.
Cannot lurk forever, bear.
Well, okay. Have fun chasing down your bear, Mikhail. I believe that's his name, if I remember correctly. There we go. One more psychic arrowhead. Oh, and hey, wait a minute. You're the guy from our dreams.
The rest of camp is off limits until you have a basic braining merit badge. Now get!
Well, that's not really fair now, is it? Oh well, guess we better head off to basic braining. Ooh, look, another arrowhead. Alright, I think we've gotten everything that we can get so far in this first area, so let's head on up. Alright. I just love the aesthetic of the place, too. I want a treehouse like this.
Hey, where you going, Maloof?
Shh, I snuck out. That class is a death trap for crazy people. Listen, the coach is strong. At the start of class, he pulls you into his mind, and then there's nothing you can do about it. But once you're in, you can use these smelling salts to sneak out. Take mine. I don't need them anymore. I'm calling my parents to come get me before I get hurt.
Too late!
Bobby! Ah!
Hey, kid! You owe me 5 arrowheads for this week's protection service.
Cough it up, my loser, or you'll be coughing up bloody tears.
Hey, leave him alone.
I heard a rumor that you were raised in the circus. Well, let me put this in terms you'll understand. I'm the strong man around here.
Really? Because you look more like the cotton candy.
Benny, put this kid's death on my to-do list.
Come on, we'll see him in class.
Yeah, we'll settle this on the battlefield.
Yeah, we can use our journal. I'll explain that later. It's basically to check how we're doing.
In a trance while they astrally project themselves into the coach's psyche, which is awesome.
Oh, hey. Freaking out there a little bit?
Why don't you take a picture? It'll last longer.
Whoops. Sorry.
Well, you seem to be the only one that can actually react outside of the coach's psyche. Alright. What do you have to
Hey,
do?
Chloe. What are you doing?
The coach uses this to broadcast his thoughts across the camp. I think I can tune it to reach my people in space.
Have fun with that. Anyway, next time on Let's Play Psychonauts with Mio X Fu, we will start basic braining.